play some Tharsis. This is it's out next week on PS4 and Steam, and it's brought to us from the same folks who did the Bit Trip games. This is their studio's called Choice Provisions, and it's a die-rolling board game kind of a thing. Like, the most reductive way I can think to explain it, if you've never played this kind of board game before, is that it's like Yahtzee, kind of. That, in Yahtzee you roll the dice and then you're trying to put the dice in to fill different patterns, to fill different slots, to get the best score. And here it's kind of the same thing, although it's quite a bit more interesting and complicated. Let's start the game here. I'm going to start a new one here. Now, this is the crew members you can take. The setting here is that this crew is lost in space. Their space station is destroyed. You just have to survive to the end of a multi-week mission to get to Mars. And the 4 that are checked are the 4 that you get for the starters for the game. And then I've already unlocked. You can see that one blue dude down there, that happy-looking guy. Look at those player portraits. Aren't those great? Like, these are the different crew members, and they've all got their little bald cap cowls on, and they're in their little color-coded space suits, and they're just adorable. Each crew member has certain abilities, which you see right there below. I'm just going to go ahead and start a new game here on normal. And I'm gonna skip the cutscene stuff so you can kind of like explore that on your own. But yeah, here's the basics: is that there's the ship, and it's been hit with micrometeoroids, and 2 crew members have already been killed. See, there's their names there. Well, ejected into space, fatal injury. So your new goal survives. Now there's the ship. And under my face here, you can see the 3 crew members here, and then 1 crew member down on the bottom. And I believe, and I'm still discovering stuff about this game, but I believe that their starting positions and even maybe some of their starting die rolls might be randomized, because I swear I've played the Doctor, and the Doctor's started with more than 1 die roll. If you look down here at Allison in purple, the white squares below her are how many dice they're allowed to roll. On the left-hand side, there's a little green bar. That's her stress level, and I don't really know how stress level affects the game quite yet, but it must in some way, because the game can't stop talking about it. And on the other side, the right-hand side of her, is her health meter. And you can see she's got 3 health with 3 empty health slots ready to go. Now, the reason why I'm doing this stream video is because this is kind of a bit of an opaque game to understand when it starts, but I think it's worth it to get to know it. There is a tutorial that explains the basics, but it's just a little obtuse. And when you're adapting or doing a board game type game as a video game, there just seems like there's a lot on the screen. So I just wanted to explain everything and show you how a game works. Up in the top corner where you see it says ship in the top left corner, the white, that's the ship's life meter, and the red shows how much damage it will take at the end of this round if I don't do anything about it. Obviously the goal is to do something about it. In the other corner are assist and food. We'll get to that, but let's just go ahead and start looking at some stuff here. So I get to pick through my 4 crew members, and you see those triangles there. The one says 27 meteoroid strike, one says 11 centrifuge damage. Those are the events that I have to take care of in this round to avoid something bad happening, whether it's damage or, as the meteoroid says, -1 health to everybody. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have the mechanic go in here. Now here's where you kind of get like hit in the face with a million different things to absorb. At the top, it tells you what this event is, and in red there where it says -1 health, all as the negative effect. To solve this crisis, I've got to accrue 27 points worth in that repair box there. And you see a 1 and a 3 blue die that says stasis. There are negative effects that can happen when you roll the dice. If I roll any 1s or 3s, they're going to get hit by that stasis thing, which means they get frozen and I can't re-roll them. obviously this is a die rolling game. The better you are at the rolling, the easier you're going to sail through the different crises. Although the game does try to kind of help you get ahead of the luck factor by some stuff we'll look at in a bit. But so already we know we've got to get to 27 points, and 1s and 3s might be problematic. Now, going around clockwise here, now that assist and food that's right above me, assists are automatically used to stop one of those negative die roll effects that I just mentioned. So what's going to happen is here, when I roll this guy's, my yellow mechanic, when I roll his dice, if I roll a 1, that assist is going to stop the stasis effect. The assists are a little weird because they just kind of happen automatically. You can't decide when to apply them. They're just going to happen. Like, you can't save them for later. Now, you can get more. I can have, looks like I think 3 of them there. But they get used when you roll. And the food, now, at the end of every round, after each crew member has taken a turn, you get to give them food, which replenishes their die rolls. One of a couple ways you can replenish die rolls. Right now I have 1 block of food up there. Be nice to get more. The idea here, particularly in these early levels, is to be able to do enough against the crises to fix that repair box where it says 27 there, and hopefully maybe have some rolls left over to, say, stock up on some food. So keep going down below. You saw that the spaceship was made of all these different modules, and we're in the laboratory module, and each module has its own special thing that can be done. And that's right here below me where it says increase assist. So if I put a die in there that is a 5 or higher, it will give me, looks like a full 3 assists on my little assist meter. Below that is the actual button to roll the dice. You hold in the R2 button, and it says I have 2 rolls remaining. So once I roll the dice, if I don't like them, I can re-roll them again up to my re-roll limit. Continuing around the circle, that dice hold area, that's where I'm just going to put dice if I want to keep one there across a re-roll. And keep going down there is research projects. You can see it's a grayed out 1 through 6. You have to fill those slots with 1 through 6 in order for that to count. The research projects down there lets you earn these little dealies, which are some very nice bonuses and add-ons. You just have to pay for them. This small kit one costs 1 die. I'm sure we'll use a couple of them shortly enough. The back button, that will go away as soon as I roll, because the game really likes you to commit. There's not a whole lot of undo options in this game. And then we're at the crew member themselves. He is a mechanic. If I slot him with a 5 or higher die there, that +1 ship, and it took me like 2 games to figure this out, +1 ship means +1 to the ship's life meter up in the top left corner. So let's just go ahead and roll and see what happens. He rolled his 3 dice. Yeah, look, I rolled a 3, and it was hit by the stasis, but then the assist made it go away, and now you see my assist that I had lit up there is now gone. So now I've got a 6, a 3, and a 2. Now 6s are always going to be good to get rid of that. So I'm going to highlight the 6, and then I can go all the way around the circle to see where I want to put it. Now I might as well use it to knock down this 27. So let's do that. And then a 3 and a 2, I mean, you know, obviously mathematically I can probably do better than that, right? So let's go ahead and re-roll. Yeah, see, I did a little better. Now that time, I rolled a 3. I didn't have an assist waiting to stop it, so it went into stasis. And all that means, stasis is really the least obnoxious of all of the bad effects. All that stasis means is that I can't re-roll that one. It is locked to be a 3. And that's fine. But we're going to take that 5 and put it in there. And then that 3, I might as well put it in repair 2. So really all I did is I rolled 3 dice and applied everything against that 27. The 27 is now down to a 13. Now, down at about 8 o'clock, you see, now it says finish deployment. It knows I don't have any die to roll. So all I could do at this point is maybe try to buy a research project, but I don't have any dice stacked in there, so we're just going to finish deployment, go back out to the main screen. The mechanic is now grayed out, and I can pick somebody else to do something. Might as well pick the captain. Zoom back in here. Captain only has 2 dice to roll. And big numbers are good. Okay, I got a big number, but then I got that dang 1, which now is locked as a 1. Now the 6, we'll spend that there. And a 1 is such garbage that I'll just go ahead and put it in research projects so you can see how that works. Now see, I've got that 1 die slotted in there. If I were to buy the small kit, you can see it costs 1 there in purple, and now actually you can see that little beaker there has a 1 in it. So if I choose to buy that small kit, that 1 die will go away. Or you can spend 1 die to get a new set of 3 cards there with different abilities. And there are some really nice abilities in there. I've played this is like my 5th or 6th game. I've only won it once, and key to winning was making good use of those research projects there. So she's out of stuff to do. And now notice that I've put that die in there in research projects. I can't take it out. It's there. It's not gone. It's there. So let's back out. And now looking at the numbers, I've got the doctor left, who's only going to roll 1. But maybe I'm more worried about... Let's go down here to the specialist. Let's see if we can get her to beat that 11. So here we go. This is 11. Now we've got... If we roll a 1 or a 2, we got trouble. 2's that stasis thing again, no big deal. 1 is an injury, which will just straight up take away one of her life bar points. So if it's quite possible that I could roll 3 1s and kill her, and that would be the end of her little adventure to Mars. But let's see what happens here. Rolling. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Now, notice how she has a whole bunch of rerolls. Look, I got an injury. That's brilliant. 6, however, is good. Also notice in the repair box, it's showing me the total of what I've rolled. So it's already telling me, you know, if I couldn't have done the math in my head of 6 plus 4 plus 1, that I've got enough to defeat this. Which I'm going to spend the 4, and I mean, I might as well just go ahead and use the 1. I could re-roll it and go for a higher number, but it's not going to matter because there's no change given back. So even if I would roll a 6, I still want to use it against that repair, so let's put it away. Oh, event complete. Everything's happy in here. Now notice in this one, this is the medical bay. I could have tried to put a 5 or a 6 die in that health recovery, which would have brought her health all the way back up to full, which is pretty great. So now we took care of that. So now the only hope is that we've got the doctor is going to be able to take care of this 7. Which I don't fancy her chances of rolling 7 on 1 die. But let's see. We can get a... How about a 3? And of course it's stasis, so it's stuck. See, here's how you get screwed over with stasis. I can't re-roll that now anymore to try to get a higher number. So I'm going to just counter it against that. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to end up having to suffer that negative effect because I did not clear out this meteor strike event. So at the end of every round, they've all had their turns. It does this impending damage thing. Plays a little cutscene, which I'm going to skip for you. And now we do this side project thing at the end of every group of 4 turns. You have to choose. They've come to you with these great ideas. These 2 are saying, at the cost of -2 ship health, they each of those 2, yellow and red, gets +1 dice. Over here, +1 health for all crew at the cost of - dice for them. Now, you can see their health down there. The specialist is down to 1 there in purple. I don't know if I want to minus... Like, I will... She could use the health, is what I'm saying. Or +1 dice for those 2 and -2 the ship. I mean, you know, the ship's not... Yeah, we're going to do that one. So now, after that, now you get the choice of food. every green cube of food is worth 3 dice, and you choose who you're going to give it to. I'll probably give it to the captain here just to even out the dice. But this is another space where there is no undo button. So if I hit to give the food to the captain, I can't say, "Oh no, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to give it to the specialist over there in purple." Nope, it's done. And of course, new horrible things happen at the beginning of each round. So, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to have the doctor, who has 2 dice to her name, I'm going to have her clear out this one that I couldn't clear out last time, because come on, she can beat 4 on 2 dice, right? Right? See, look at that. Of course she did. So she clears that out, it goes away, and now I've got this other 5 I can decide to do with. Maybe I want to go ahead and put it into her special ability, which will give +1 health to all crew in the module. That sounds pretty good. I could put it in there and get my assist back. Notice how I got an assist back already, right up there. The assists do respawn between turns, one at a time. I'm going to go ahead and make health for everybody there, though. We back up, and she's over there. Now, 2 events here to clear out. The ITA, whatever the heck that is, has been damaged, and that is going to be 11 points to clear that out, and the tank fail is 17. I'm going to send the captain. See, you can put him anywhere here. They can go to any place they want in this little ship. Notice that if I go over here into where these all of a sudden are glowing red, it's a -1 health penalty. Moving across a dangerous event does damage to them. I can deploy them at the event with no damage, but if I move them over here to check out what's going on in that module, because you don't have to move them to a dangerous event, you can move them to any module you want. If you've got a lot of die rolls, it might be smart to, say, move somebody here to this particular one to try to grow some food. But we're going to send this one, the captain, to this area here, since Captain has 4 points in play. And rolling, look at that, here we go. So it already blew my 1 assist on that one stasis, it kept the other one. Now over here, here's something that needs explaining. The module effect for this particular area, life support, you see that thing there where it says regain dice? And then it has all these crazy moon language below it. Here's what that means. You are going to have to put 2 dice in there that equal each other. And then once you've done that, you are, like, I'm going to take that 2, put that 2 in there, and then, well, no, maybe not. Because what I would do is I would put a 2 in there, right here, and then hope that somebody else rolls a 2 to finish that in and get dice back. But I'm also really focused on getting this repair done, so maybe, I don't know. I'll put a 4 there, and I mean, I've got a reroll, I might as well use it, because that 1's not going to do much of anything. I can't put that 1 down in research projects, because 1 is already taken care of. So let's go ahead and reroll. got a 1 again anyway, and now it's been locked into place. So that is now great. Take that there. And 2 seems so useless. I'm going to put the 2 down there. So now I've got 2 points in my research project bin. Alright. This is already not great. I'm going to send the specialist over here to try to polish off the 7. Oh, that's amazingly terrible roll. 2 and a 1. There's really not much I can do here with these. I will try to I'll put a 2 in there. And yeah, now notice I've got the 1 highlighted. I can't put the 1 in this regain dice slot because those 2 dice in there have to equal each other to get the positive effect out of it. So yeah, that 1's just gonna have to go in there and take care of that. Yeah, that specialist did almost exactly nothing good on her turn. So all I've got left is the mechanic, which, What should I do? Should I send the mechanic here, try to knock down that 11, or do I send the mechanic here to just finish off that 6? Both of these events are going to do 1 damage. And if you look up there in the corner, it says destruction imminent now, because if I don't do anything, I'm going to take 2 damage, and the ship only has 2 life. So let's play it safe. Take him here. For sure we're going to take care of this, right? We're going to come up heroes. Yeah, heroes. Okay, 6 takes care of that. The 5, I'm going to put inside the mechanic special class slot. And whoop, look at that, now I got some life there. And it does stink that I can't reroll even though I cleared out the event, because now I have a useless 1. But here's something we can do. See down here at the research projects, I'm going to use the 1. Now, when you pay for these things, it always pays for them with the lowest order of lowest number of dies. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 on this small kit. So there went my 1. It was used. The yellow mechanic now got some of his life back, and then I can take that 1 die and put it back in there in research projects. So here we go, end of round. I'm going to take a point off of that ITA damage. I still don't know what the ITA is. Skip the scene, and now we're on this again. All right, team. +2 assist, and +20 stress, or +1 food, which is pretty good, but -1 dice for all crew, which is kind of lousy. Also notice if I choose this one here on the left-hand side, the right-hand side gives +2 stress to purple and green, presumably because I didn't listen to their great ideas. So they become stressed out that I didn't like them. Let's go ahead and let their stress go. And now notice how I have no food. So I'm not replenishing anything at this point, which is a bit of a bummer. Here we go. Let's see what awful things happen. Oh, that's great. Now, again, this is a very random game. I'm not really sure how it computes what it gives you at this point. Like, could it have given me something less than a 24? Or at this stage, which is the 3rd stage of the game, is it always going to give me something in that number range? I don't know. Let's see here, though. We've got garbage, and garbage. Now, if I let that 24 through, -2 health. Oh, everyone's gonna die real fast. Yep, that's great. Now, notice their special abilities here. The captain is giving an extra die to all the crew in the captain's module. So these 2 here are actually probably already bigger than they should be, just because the captain happens to be nearby. A bummer, to be sure. Let's send the captain down here to this one. And notice how the captain has to take a health shot, because the captain walked through this one to get to this one. Rolling the die, but come on, it's only a 12, right? Injury on 3. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful. 5. 4, why not? Let's re-roll that. Hope it's not a 3. A 1. That's terrible. If I spend 2 to use this snack research project, it says +1 die, so the captain will get 1 die, but it's not a die that they can use now. It's a die they can use on the next turn. I kind of feel like doing a shuffle. Okay, you can see, look, because here's one of the good ones. Check this one out. For 4 of these research project dice, 17 repair on 1 module. Whatever module you're in, you use that, and it just clears out 17. Like, that's good stuff there. So let's work up towards that. So this is bad. We're not doing great. I really do need to clean that one out because it's got 2 damage on it. So let's take the mechanic down here again. Maybe I'll get lucky, and he'll be able to get us some extra life back here. Don't roll a 3. Alright, didn't roll a 3. calls here. Oh, well, I'll use it to clear that out. And then I'm going to roll that again and hope that I get a 5 or 6. That's garbage, as a matter of fact. I got that. And really, here's the first case where I can't do anything with that. I can't put it in this class bucket. I can't put it in the reduced stress module bucket. I can't hold it. Well, I mean, I can put it in there, but that's only for holding it across rerolls. It's not going to save that for the next turn. So I end up having to either do a research project refresh down here for 1, and then take that 1 and put it back into research projects, but I don't really want to lose that 17, so I'm just going to finish deployment, and it's going to say, what? You wasted a die? And yeah, well, I rolled for crap, so yeah, I'm going to leave the module. But now we have still 2 folks left. Like, what are the odds? Like, what I need to do is get somebody over... Oh, man, that'll kill her. She only has 1 health left. Allison Silva, my specialist in purple. So if I try to have her go over here, she's going to just straight up die. She's in trouble, is what's coming out of this. She is in big trouble. The only way I can think of to get out of this is to somehow get enough dice to clear out that -2 health with using the this MCC override down here. Seems unlikely, however. I mean, sure. This is at least good that I'm clearing this out, and then I roll again. And a 4. Yeah, let's put a 4 here. This is okay, okay. Now, at this point, I've got 1 crew member left to go, the Doctor, Kayla Jones. And I have 2 events staring me. One that does damage and one that does -2 health to everybody. And if I let that one go through, both the captain and the specialist are going to die. Unpleasant futures await. So here's my only way out of this. I don't have one. Because the Doctor has crappy dice. Plus, man, look at that. If I roll a 5, it's an injury. If I roll a 4, it's a void. Void means the die just disappears. It's gone. You can't re-roll it. It was completely wasted. And then, of course, stasis. It locks in a 3. Yep, well, there's going to be some death this turn. So, might as well, like, no, I feel like I can just give up on that one entirely. Like, maybe have her try to do that one. Yeah, even so, she only has 1 die. She can't really do much. Yeah, whatever. Let's roll it. Here we go. A 4, and it was a void, but I had an assist there waiting up there in my assist queue, so it saved it from being voided. Now that 4 still isn't going to do very much. I'm going to re-roll it and hope for something better. How about something worse? I was hoping for a 3 or a 5 or a 6 to be able to put it down in the research projects. Yep, all I can do is that. Now watch this action here. Impending damage. -2 health to everybody. Dead and dead. Oh, they can't believe it. And then -1 to the ship. Skip the scene. Now here we go. Here, now things are getting ugly. +3 health for me, -1 dice for all crew. Or +1 food, -1 health for all crew. Well, I'm not going to pick the food, but man, boy, I really don't want to lose the dice. But I will to get the health back. Now, here's the last little mechanic that I want to make sure you see. It says down there at the bottom that the body of one of the crew members who died at the very beginning of the game is actually still in the medical bay and is well preserved. We can eat her. So now we have a cannibalism option. Well, notice how I've grown no food cubes, so I can't get anything out of the food area. But cannibalism, we can eat chunks of the dead crew members for some pretty substantial payout here. Plus 4 dice, a -1 to their overall max health, which, come on, who cares about that, right? And so I'm just going to go ahead and turn them into horrible mistakes of humanity. But now they've got full dice. And later on, the game does give you the option to actually murder a crew member just to replenish your cannibalism supplies, if you would like. And, I mean, yeah, obviously, I don't know if we're going to do too well on this game since people can only move once. This is a rough decision here. See, I've got 2 impending damage, only 1 damage to go. I mean, we can knock out some of them. She can go here and try this one, or go here and try that one. No. Let's try this one. Ship repair, this is a good one. You see that maintenance module thing. If I get matching dice in that ship repair box, I can actually heal the ship up, just give it more white life meters. Now, it's that little equal sign there. If I get 2 matching dice in there, I get the little, see that little 2 dot under the middle die block? That'll give me the 2, and if I get a third that matches all of them, then I'll get an extra one. So I could potentially get 3 health out of that, but you really need to be excited about your rolling. Now notice how the dice have changed to be, I suppose, meat looking, because mistakes were made. But yeah, look at that. Now look at that. So I rolled essentially 4 injuries, but the assists took out, canceled out a couple of them. So it looks like I only took 2 injuries. So I could actually do that ship repair thing that I mentioned. In fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to 5, 1, and then we're going to put that 5 in ship repair and that 5 in ship repair, and now look at that. I'm going to survive this turn no matter what. Unless they all die, I suppose. Now, he has his 5 dice. He's a mechanic. There's no way. I think I just got to have him try to go for that. Let's try to solve this one here. Yes, he's also a horrible cannibal, so he gets the bloody meat dice. Got a stasis there, got a 5 there. Okay, this is pretty good. This is not bad. Definitely going to clear that out. And I'm going to take a 5 and put it in his class thing, so that gets me another life on the ship. And then as far as this goes, we're going to put in 4, 4, 2, and then I'm going to take that 5 and put it down there in special projects. Finish deployment. Here's the end of the turn. Obviously, I didn't take care of that one, -1 damage. But now I didn't take care of that one, so that guy ended up dying. Now I got 3 choices here, one of which could actually just kill the doctor. Yeah, 2 choices will actually kill the doctor. So I suppose my only choice is that one. And I mean, geez, why not? Why would we not choose cannibalism at this point? Oh yes. Oh, of course. Well, the good news is that maybe she's got a shot at taking care of this one. She definitely has a shot at taking care of that one, particularly if I go for that 17 repair. Let's find out here. Let's go in here. Roll up, roll up. Okay. Little void had happened there. So I lost that one. But yeah, this is not enough to wipe out that 22. And I don't have any matching die to try to work on the maintenance deal. Let's do this. Let's use the research projects things to Just do 17 repair on that. Look at that. Now I can use a 5 to clear that out. And now I'm going to roll again to try to see if I can hit the maintenance. And in fact, I think mathematically I should probably stash one of these. Right? Well, somebody run the odds for me here. If I keep that 6 and then re-roll, what are my odds of getting another 6 on either of those two? Well, pretty good, it looks like. Well, and I'm out of re-rolls. But the good news is that I can at least put those down there, and I can put the 5 in here and up her health a little bit. Now she's the only one left, so here comes the big damage. 2 damage, then -2 health to her. Skipping that. Okay, minus stress and minus health. That will kill her. Plus 4 health, but plus 20 stress. Well, I mean, sure. Oh yeah. So her stress is way up, so maybe we'll see what effect this has on the game here, but I'm surprised I would do that one. Let's try this. Oh, look at this. Oh yes. Oh sure. Alright. Kayla Jones. Dr. Kayla Jones. She's got 4 dice. There's no possible way. Oh, look at that. Look at this. ID 10T error. That's like your nerd in the IT department's joke. It's an ID 10T error. So there really isn't much choice for this poor woman. We're gonna end badly here. What should we go for? Let's try to take care of this since we're standing here. 22, huh? Mm-hmm. Repair 1 module. I can do that. Hooray! I cleared that out, but that won't be enough to take care of the impending damage here on the ship. Yeah, ID10T error knocks it out. Sorry, everybody. And the little ship is falling apart. So obviously we didn't make it the 8 weeks or whatever that we needed to make it to Mars. The game that I won, only 1 crew member survived, and we did in fact resort to cannibalism, which I think changes the cutscenes up a little bit, because it would probably prefer if you didn't resort to cannibalism. Yeah, so that's Tharsis. I hope that kind of explained the how it goes for you. I think it's helps to hear it all laid out rather than their little tutorial. Or they've got one of those deals where the help screen comes up, but the help screen just like explains what each box does. So it's a lot to absorb. But this is pretty neat stuff. Like I said, out next week. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. That's Fourhman, Fourhman, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. But peace out, and talk at you next time.